here is sitting here next to me, but not on camera.
Hi.
Why not? Well, she likes to pay some attention to how she looks before going on camera. And
I could be on camera. I just care what people think.
well, I bet if they're thinking well, they'll think you're comfortable.
That's good. That's good.
You look comfortable. You got a blanket.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got a headband.
Yep.
That's fine because you're not at the Kentucky Derby.
No, I'm not. Right?
Yeah,
So it's
so go ahead and wear a
You
headband.
got your headband and I've got mine.
Yeah. That guy's wearing his karate outfit at home. Because he expects to have to do karate against his family members at any minute. Blithely starting this live stream before uploading the video I made in the car. That was poor decision on my part. You gotta ordinate your boardinates. My TE though, not that great.
My name's Blurry Face and I carry you there.
That's a pretty good song.
It is.
It's I mean the hook is quite hooky. Through the good old days when we're singing us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Yeah, it's a good song. But it's not really a good track overall because it's a little too long and it has limited replayability, but it's a great hook, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So having gone to Merced today, I was able to listen to the latest mix of that thing that I'm making multiple times. And what I've concluded is that I need to turn down one of the basses and maybe EQ the other one a bit. And then, after doing those things, I need to turn up the guitar part, both guitar parts, and a little bit on all ends. You don't want to go too hardcore. Awesomeness says hello, Eric and Rachel. Good evening. Good evening to you.
Hey, awesomeness.
What is that a picture of?
Is that a butt? Is that like?
It's hard to say what that is.
Is that like the fat guy from Star Wars?
Jabba the Hutt?
Yeah, Jabba the Hutt. And he has a.
I don't know. At first, I thought it was a butt, like looking from behind like this, like a woman, like sitting like this,
Yeah, like
I thought it was first.
It looks like that. How is it not that?
I don't know what it is. The more you look at it, it's hard. You can see lots of things. I can see like this smushy faced prune guy.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking it was Jabba the Hutt.
Hi, you Paul. Stupid man says hilarious reaction. Well, it is an interesting. It's like a Rorschach test.
Hey, Pa. You Pa. I mean.
Well, it's better than funny. It's in that it invites multiple interpretations. I can see like at least 5 different things in there.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, athletics. Way to get on base.
I could see like rocks, like some stones.
There's definitely a penis in there.
Oh my god! Did Rook get on?
Yeah, Rooker got a single. Good job, Rook. Now, if only Butt can follow your example and start doing well,
Yeah, that'd be great.
then we really be onto something. No, I'm not with my daughter. It's my wife. That's my wonderful wife, Rachel. I don't speak. Is that Japanese?
I think that's Chinese
That's
too.
Chinese too, huh?
Yeah.
I don't read Chinese.
I don't know how I know the difference.
I can say a few things in Chinese, though.
And you can say things in Japanese too.
I say a lot more things in Japanese than
That's
in
true.
Chinese. I only say a few things in Chinese. And I'm probably saying them so wrong that they can't even understand me. She's 40.
Thanks, stupid man.
That is a fun name you
Yeah.
have. Requiring anybody who addresses you to also insult you.
Yeah, it's kind of like the I'm a super shirt, but in profile name format.
Word. Well, I gotta say that sire up looks really doing the trick for me.
It's doing the trick for me. It's a little like heavy on my stomach. A little.
On your stomach,
Well,
huh?
I didn't eat much today.
Why don't you make yourself a chicken pot pie?
It's a good idea.
Say bye bye, chicken pot pie. Say hello, raspberry roll. How do you do, potato beef stew? I'm doing fine, strawberry wine. That's the first quadra. No, not quadra. That's the first quatrain. What is a poem's four things called?
Oh, that I don't know. I don't know.
Quatrain? I'm not sure. My mind's not working quite as well as normal right now. I'm a little bit high. I'm not gonna lie. Well, when you go to make a live stream, it says in the title box, title required.
Mm-hmm.
So I titled this stream, "What's your title required?" I was really saying that to YouTube, not really to you, but you can answer the question as well. Why don't you tell me what your title required is basically what I was saying to YouTube.
Oh, excuse me.
310 Man Ruth. 310 Man Ruth. Well, that's an interesting name. Okay, I think this is Hieronymus B. This picture. I don't know that picture, Hieronymus B.
I don't know that either. I can see a guy in a chair, it looks like. And it looks like he's wearing a snow cap, maybe?
What are you talking about?
Awesomeness is,
Oh, picture?
yeah.
Okay. Um, I need to turn down. Where's that bass? The low bass. Turn this bass down. Good. Turn it down 2 notches. Then I can turn this other bass down 1 notch. I'll turn this guitar up 2 notches. I'll turn the warbles, as I call them, turn that up. A couple of notches. And then the drums I'll leave alone. I guess I should just okay. Now let's export. We're gonna export like it ain't no thing, okay? Hieronymus Bach. Hey, if you're just gonna make up names, well, he sounds familiar. He's the guy who drew the pictures of hell, the colorful pictures of hell, or like demons and eating people and stuff. Oh, what colorful pictures of hell! All right, what am I doing? Right, I remember now. I'm doing that thing. Yes, I want to replace it. Obs. Then you're in it when apps ask you questions that you don't want to be asked. Just obs is how I want.
Yeah, like, no, I don't want notifications.
Yeah, of course I don't want notifications. Why would you even bother asking?
Right.
Can you stop notifying me about my notification opportunities? Okay, let's see here. So we're gonna open this thing. And there. Okay, now we got to do that other thing. You might be asking yourself, what other thing? Good question. You ask an excellent question. Well, first I gotta push this, like so. And we're gonna go minus 2.5. And we're gonna meow. Okay, we're gonna go about minus 1.5. And then we'll meow again. And then we'll start with the hugging again.
It just happens so naturally.
Yeah. And then right. Now I'm gonna do this thing. I remember. As does Pepperidge Farm. I'm going to moderate this a bit. Okay. Let's try it. And then let's see this. Okay. And then let's see this. Okay. And meow. Meow. All right. Are you ready to listen to it? Let's see what it sounds like.
I'm ready.
In the beginning, God made the funk. Holy Ghost was raining.
What?
I think I see it. It's fine. But there ain't nothing funky about your stupid version of God. But there ain't nothing funky about your stupid version of God. Get your butt out the garden to reside in the land of Nod. But there ain't nothing funky about your version of God. That it needs to do. Child was born. 3 wise men came. Brought with them gold, frankincense, a DJ and cocaine. But there ain't nothing funky about your stupid version of God.
It's so cool. It's always in my head.
Nothing funky about your stupid version of God. Get your butt out the garden to reside in the land of Nod.
I
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It really does.
So, I'll tell you what doesn't look good. Our numbers. Listen, we're going through a real crisis here in this channel. If we don't start making a lot more money soon, we're not going to be able to support all these employees. That's not really the case. I'm making a silly joke.
Oh my gosh. All I could think about was like all those like TikTokers in their cars complaining about like not complaining, just venting about life nowadays. Like damn.
Yeah.
Oh God, dude, it just like fucks with me because I was like so like can't be that. I like always was look to the future like, but there's no this was going to happen. You even said it was going to happen because of COVID.
Yeah.
It's really fucking bad.
Well, Rachel, we can count on my new hit single making us lots of money. So
That'd be great. I
wouldn't that be great?
Yeah,
I'd have to
that would be
actually
great.
formally publish it, I guess, for that to happen. Which means just it's not that big of a process. Maybe I will with this one when I'm done with it. Maybe it'll be the start of actually publishing things.
Wow.
Or what could be, you know.
Why not?
Why not? And then I wouldn't mind.
Who you should call Dave after?
Well, I wouldn't mind. Then at that point, re-recording Gregory in Disguise.
Sure.
We have more and better instruments.
Mm-hmm.
And even publishing that, you know, because that seems to have broad appeal.
Yeah, it does. Hi, Winston's mom.
Hi, Winston's mom. I'm putting on 2-bit version is really a very good song. I wish I had written. That's what it should. It should say that. At least one time I should have it say that. That's great.
It is great.
2-bit version of God.
Yeah.
It's much better than stupid.
It is.
I'm gonna have to change the lyrics.
Yeah, you are. It's worth it. And then you could, you know.
Get your voice?
Yeah.
Okay. When people will think it's stupid, but it's actually 2-bit.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's very clever. Thank you, Winston's mom.
Good job, Winston's mom. Good job either mishearing that or actually just coming up with that variation, whichever it was. Could be an acorn, you know.
An acorn?
An acorn is, if somebody thinks, like some little kids think acorns are called acorns because they're shaped like eggs.
Oh.
Right? And they're also like corns, like, you know, things that come off of a plant, like a corn, kind of, I guess, you know, like a kernel of corn comes off a cob, so an acorn comes off of something, but not a cob. It's an acorn tree. I don't know. Anyway, supposedly it makes sense. It makes sense for it to be called acorn. Well, in this sense, both 2-bit makes sense for the lyrics just as much as stupid does. They're just better lyrics. All right, that's that NI ignoring of mine. I've been NI ignoring the fact that I don't generally like things with too much edge on them. Even the S word has a little bit of edge to it, you know.
SEX?
stupid.
Oh. Wow. Our edges are a little bit different, I guess.
Well, you just, I was still talking about the same thing.
Yeah, a lot of you had talked. You were just talking about edgy words.
Well, yeah, it's like, I'm like Will Smith. I don't need to cuss in my records.
Nice, good for you.
That would be not a good example to point to if you want to. You want to point to a good example, I guess. They're all three in the picture there. It seems like Jenny never mentions Chris. But Chris will mention Jenny sometimes.
Really? That makes sense. If she's an ENTJ, though, that makes sense, right?
Well, I think she's kind of pissed that there's another announcer.
Oh, God.
She was hired to be the number one the TV announcer, but then Chris came in and they like him a lot, so they wanted to involve him.
He's
So when
good.
Chris doesn't do the TV games, he has been at least some of the time
They
doing
split it.
radio
Oh.
with the radio broadcast.
Oh, really?
And I don't think Jenny ever does the radio broadcast.
Oh, interesting. Oh.
And the way they describe the schedule of announcings is Jenny will do, was it all of the away games and a slew of home games.
Hmm.
Which means, she's a little bit butthurt that after they had hired her, this guy came with this hot young talent came on their radar, and they kind of fell in love with him. He, I think we both know what type we think he probably is.
Yeah.
And then she's butthurt about it. That's what I think.
I think you are right on the nose. That is great NI right there.
Thank you, darling. Appreciate it. Come on, butt. You can do it. If you don't, then go. Let's do it.
I mean, like, how can I blame her? I mean, I don't know, but then he's just good. He's good.
Yeah, I don't blame her for being upset or like.
Yeah, especially she's got to deal with all the away games plus a slew of home games. Like,
I mean, I think like they probably offered her first. Yeah. So they first suggested, why don't you do all the home games and he'll do all the away games? And she's probably like, fuck no. I don't like that. I was supposed to get all the TV games. And then they say, okay, well, how about you get all the away games and some of the home games? And she begrudgingly accepted went with that.
Yeah.
That's how I think it went down. It's all just speculating on my part, but
yeah, but you get her mind better than I do.
When you watch as many A's games as we do, mm-hmm. These people are rather a fixture in your lives. Well, I suppose like for Winston's mom, we're quite a fixture in her life, I'm sure, and she in ours.
She is in ours.
That's the difference between me watching baseball and Winston's mom engaging in this live stream is that the baseball people, they don't know that I'm watching. No matter how much I want to say something to them, I can't.
I know. I used to think that you can talk through, like, the speaker was on old TVs, like, like a speaker kind of.
Uh-huh.
I used to talk into the speaker thinking that it was like coming out of the TV.
That is so adorable.
Thanks.
Sure, you misheard it. Okay.
Yes! Beat it out? That sounds so bad. But I'm glad he did. Good stuff.
Oh, you got a base hit on that. Good job, Urias.
Yeah. He's probably not.
He's able to do that because of his robust urethra. Let's see what they're saying. Come on, sound. Now we're in the modern ages. You are excused. Am I winning? Well, I'm not currently competing at anything, but in general, yes, I'm winning. It's not due to anything other than the good grace of God, I suppose. And family. It's not so much winning as being fortunate, being lucky. Yeah, it would be bad juju to say I was winning.
Bad juju to say what?
To say, it says that ask me, are you winning? And say it would be bad juju to say yes. Because, first of all, it's not like I'm winning anything. I'm just lucky and fortunate to not have to win things. I don't particularly love highly competitive endeavors.
Neither.
They can be rewarding, but they're very taxing too. They take a lot out of you, you know?
They do take a lot out of you.
Is my baseball team doing good this year? I like the way that sentence rolls off the tongue. Is your baseball team doing good this year?
Good, yeah.
It's a nice sentence.
It is a nice sentence.
Is your baseball team doing good this year? Good this year? Good this year? Is your baseball team doing good this year? Good this year this year? I only caught a tiny glimpse of Rachel as she walked outside. That's all we're offering today are tiny glimpses. Whoop! Just a tiny glimpse. Your title is Title? I thought your title is Mr. Title.
I'm cold.
I am just so shocked at how much your head has grown. You know, her head used to just like go up to here, but now it goes all the way up to here. Title is gender fluid. So are you MERS? Your title MERS AJ Cotrell. I'm MERS fluid. That means my title changes between Ms., Mrs., and Mr. randomly. So what should I call you? I won't know until you get it wrong. Generally, it's best to just gesture at me. So regarding I tell you that syrup, it really hits the spot. It's cold out here. Who turned on the cold? Pretty, please. Oh, yes. My baseball team's okay this year. Oh, we're currently on a 3-game losing streak. But, we're only a game under 500. I'm a fan of the Athletics, as is Rachel. We watch a lot of athletics baseball. We do it not for ourselves, but for you and for them.
And for you and for them?
That's why we watch the Athletics.
Oh.
We don't do it for our own selves.
No.
We are giving of ourselves to others.
Yes.
Martha Stewart, what are you doing?
She's in a commercial for Miracle Grow. What was that for?
I don't know. Just like, who's influenced by that?
What?
Just like, who's influenced by that? To buy Miracle Grow.
Probably my mom.
You know, maybe I'll get Miracle Grow.
She might have always gotten Miracle Grow.
Well, I can understand getting Miracle Grow, the fertilizer, okay?
Yeah.
The blue stuff.
Yeah.
With a scoop.
Oh no, she never got that. No, she got the Miracle Grow like out of the bag or something.
Oh, look. They're dirt.
Yeah, they're dirt.
You know, it's like, it can only be pre-fertilized dirt so much before it's going to burn the plants to be too acidic, you know?
Really?
So, it's just dirt with a little bit of Miracle Grow in it. Whereas you get the box of the blue powder, you scoop it into this thing that's like a cup part that you touch the hose. It's this filled with water. You put the powder in this, and then slowly the powder blue stuff gets shot into this part.
Oh, so it's like a hose attachment.
Yeah.
And sprays out.
Yeah, and it sprays out, and you put the powder in the bucket part.
Oh, cool.
Well, Severino got out of that bases loaded jam. That's good.
That's good.
AJ watches basketball. Oh no, you watch basketball. I watch some basketball, but I'm not watching the NBA playoffs really. I'm not really that into the NBA. It's kind of slow and boring and just too many fouls. And you know, even people who like the NBA, they say, yeah, I agree with you, it does have too many fouls. It's just, it's constantly getting the flow of play interrupted. And the quarters are too long, the games are too long. I always feel bad for the cleaning crew.
He's just a mess. Oh, Jenny got a little snippy with
Dallas?
Yeah.
About what?
Because they were talking about how, like, you know, there's people kayaking in the bay.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I'd love to see whoever was up at bat hit a ball right through that one of those kayaks. And she was like, that's a little much. Like something to that effect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, we don't want that happening.
Let's not sink any boats now.
Yeah.
Okay, Jenny. You know, it's like, how is that going to cause? There's no him thinking it would be fun for boat to get a baseball hole in it is not a bad thing to be scolded. It's just it's just a fun idea.
Because he was getting pumped. You know, he gets pumped.
Right, yeah. He's relating to the Giants as still as though they're inner city rivals.
Yeah.
But now they're in different towns. Different towns, different frowns.
Jenny was picturing herself in one of the kayaks being the person who the ball would hit.
I gotta say though, there are three kids sitting together.
Oh, that's so
It
cute.
looked like it was a very all American scene of like 7-year-olds.
That's really nice.
Yeah. They all seem to be about the same age, all three of them.
Wow.
But I know I don't know if they're probably not twins, but the two girls look, one was like maybe a year older than the other one.
Whose girls?
Dallas's girls and her son.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
About how old?
Oh, I guess 7, 8.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. The oldest 10. The youngest 7 probably.
That's not bad. That's still like.
No, they were just
young.
cute little kids having a fun time at the ballpark,
That's cute.
But I enjoyed getting to see a little bit of Dallas and Jenny's life. Even though obviously I think you and I both like Chris better. What do you think?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I can't help it. When he's talking, I listen. Like to the stats and stuff. Like he's like, I don't know, he's very knowledgeable about baseball.
Well,
he's present.
He's present?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jenny has a cynical quality to her,
Well, yeah, I mean, she did like fucking poo Dallas's like joke. like he doesn't need to be mommed, really, right? Like, I don't know, like
she's just kind of like, meh.
Well, yeah.
She
looks like that even with the three of them standing there.
Yeah, she looks like, man, I have to stand with Chris.
Yeah.
Do I watch football? Yes. Do I watch hockey? I do watch it sometimes. The reason I said chicken hockey is because of the talk about cleaners, and it rhymes with hockey. So you're saying hockey rhymes with hockey? But you didn't say chicken hockey. You said chicken jockey. Ike Ojiamian says hi to Rachel.
Hey, Ike Ojiamian.
But he doesn't say hi to me. He only says hi to Rachel.
Ooh.
I like that. I like that, Ike. Making sure that you'll figure, well, if I greet Rachel, it'll go through Eric's eyes to Rachel's ears. Maybe you're thinking that. Those people have too many babies.
Well, apparently the birth rate is the second lowest it's ever been in American history. I don't know when the first.
It's like 50 babies per person. Have I ever played sports? I played pickup basketball. I don't watch bowling, but I might if it were on. I felt weird, in a weird mood, like, I want to watch bowling.
Wow, that would be very interesting. I would probably watch it with you part of the way.
I'd have to encounter it at a time when I was looking for something placid. You know,
That
I
happens.
categorize it in the golf category of sports.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Come on, Jacob Wilson. Don't be a Schmaker Bilson. Oh, oh, come on, Jacob Wilson. Oh, for his last 12. Ouch.
Ooh. This is
Come on,
long.
Jacob Wilson. Let's bust out of this slump, buddy. That's not going to do it. I'm going to have to take you off my fantasy team. Put you on the bench at least.
Uh-oh. I mean...
Well, I did read this fantasy report that said even though his numbers look flashy right now, I can't rank him any higher than 15th at shortstop. I was like, 15th?
15th?
But, well, the reason being, I guess, you know, if you hit, like a grand slam, you get a huge amount of fantasy points because each of those 4 bases is 1 fantasy point. So it's like it takes 4 singles to equal 1 home run. And Jacob Wilson doesn't have a lot of pop and doesn't have a lot of doubles even. So
No.
I missed a spot.
Excuse
Well, well, well. What have we here?
you.
Rogue hairs?
I don't know about that. Oh, maybe a little bit of rogue hairs.
Oh yeah, there were rogue hairs.
Sorry, I didn't mean to doubt you.
That's okay. I don't mind you doubting me. What we need to see here in this game is a combination of 2 things. Thing number 1, offense.
Yeah, we do need offense.
Thing number 2, defense, including pitching.
No.
Or if you wanted to separate those, then we need 3 things here: offense, defense, and pitching.
It's like the whole game.
Yeah, we just need,
All parts of the game need to be covered.
we just need 3 small things. Come on, Sody. Soderstrom, it's your time to shine. Shine brightly. Oh, no. You fell into darkness like a sinner into hell.
I can't disagree with Eric. I'm not gonna be any of those people in Vegas.
Nobody's those people. Those people are actors. Alright? Nobody's those people. Who have like bunk bed champagne cocktail dress sleepover parties?
No one to get into their pajamas.
I mean,
I don't know if they would be in bunk beds.
everybody in all of those pictures is having fun, dancing around and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Really, you go to the casino, it's like there's this old man in a wheelchair.
Oh my god,
smoking a cigarette. He's pushing his button.
With this like vain sense of hope.
Yeah. He's not dancing around like those ladies were.
There are some people who are like that though.
Let's dance round, woo!
Yeah, like they get all glitzed up.
God.
They'll wear like like sparkles because they're in Vegas, and they'll go like to a club or something.
Look at this spring break! I can't dance with that any longer, spring break!
See, but that's the thing about Vegas. You see that just on the streets. Just walking on the streets.
Vegas.
Vegas.
I think it's pronounced Vegas.
Yeah, I think it is too.
Or maybe it's like the gods, Vegas.
Law.
An off
Las
day
Vegas.
on Memorial Day. When's Memorial Day? Monday? Oh, it's a holiday on Monday.
Yeah, it is.
What day is it today?
I don't know.
Friday? No, Saturday?
Saturday, yeah.
There's some kind of festival thing in Merced. I had to, drive around it to avoid certain blocked off streets.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it wasn't a big, it wasn't like a huge traffic problem. It was just a little bit of extra traffic, but it had to direct me like around the central area, and I could see that I was being directed around it. Like they had coned off this section of street so people could walk along. And
Oh, interesting.
I don't know, they had like some kind of vendors or something.
Hmm.
I heard of somebody on a microphone talking about something,
Hmm.
but I couldn't make out what they were saying.
Hmm.
Peter up in the Monos. Sebby doing a really good job tonight moving the fastball around. He is doing a good job. He's held the Giants to 0 runs in 4 full innings and a third of the fifth so far. Let's go, Severino. Show us what you've got. Show us that you've got the spirit of a winner. 40. It's a sturdy number you got there, Severino.
It's Instagram girls talk.
The gram.
Yeah.
I think it would be a good idea to send somebody a telegram informing them that you updated your Instagram. It's a good idea.
That is a good idea.
Can you send telegrams anymore?
I'm sure. I'm sure in cases they still use telegrams, right?
I don't know. It's got its own hardware, right?
I just think of yeah, it does.
Well, they might be able to run telegrams along regular phone lines, but I'm not sure how the allocation of bandwidth works. It's probably a public lottery.
Hmm.
I mean, a public auction.
What does that mean?
Well, like the federal government owns, for example, certain um, areas of prairie in, let's say, Wisconsin or Montana or something. And some cattle ranchers want to graze their cattle on that prairie. Well, it was established some long time back when, when that was just, why not do this? Why let that prairie just go to waste? Why don't we auction off grazing rights to this prairie so to whoever wants to bid the highest, the federal government will take the money and you can put your cows there and you let them eat the grass. So things like it used to be when you had actual airwaves, quote unquote, where things were broadcast through analog wave signals that that no, no, no,
The analog.
right. Well, the analog broadcast signals. Well, then they have to auction off certain amounts of broadcast space, right? So it's like how a radio station would be 790 KABC.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they had to purchase the rights to that air traffic, air that bandwidth. Okay, so then there's only so much bandwidth on the FM radio band scale, right?
Okay.
So that's why it would be illegal to run pirate radio,
Oh yeah.
because if anybody just broadcast radio on any signal on any frequency they wanted, then it would just be a cacophony of conflicting radio signals, right? So the government said both to manage this telecommunications space and to make some money too, and to make sure it's fair, we just auction it off. You know, you have that one may have had a lottery too. I'm not sure, but you have to pay them something for the rights to this frequency, and
Oh.
then you can have your radio station there.
Oh. I
So,
never knew.
and then if somebody else tried to, like, some random guy from their house, they said, "I'm going to broadcast on 790
Mm.
frequency," then and it interfered with the broadcast of the actual 790, then the feds would come get you.
Whoa. That's big.
Yeah, but now that's not how television's broadcast anymore. Even when it is broadcast, it's broadcast. Quit touching my Yosemite toad. You hope for frogs? Yeah, it'll be open soon. I got 4 more bags of concrete today at the Home Depot in beautiful Merced, California. And I will get back to it, soon enough. Soon enough. Probably not tonight, but maybe a little bit. It's not that difficult to deal with to burn through 1 bag of concrete. I'm gonna obviously have to get more concrete, but
I need to take a shower in the morning, but I'll go with you into town.
where are we going to town tomorrow?
If you need to get more concrete.
No, I got more concrete today. I got 4 bags of it. But
Oh.
I might have to get more concrete still. Lawrence Butler, you are a disaster. You are a contract disaster. What happened was last year he had a great season. He wasn't it? I don't think it was his rookie year, but it was like maybe his second year or something. Early in his career, and I signed him to a big contract after last season, and now he's got the yips.
But I mean, at least he's walking.
Oh, he did walk. I thought he
Yeah.
struck out.
No, I mean.
I saw him taking off his stuff. He had his body language suggested to me that he struck out.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm like, it does suck that he has not progressed at all, really. But at least this time he walked.
Good job, Lawrence Butler, for taking that walk. That is good. I'm sorry I misjudged you. I saw you taking those things off without any over. He just struck out. That's what I thought. That's what it looked like to me. But instead, he had worked a walk. It must be cold there. He's got a thing over his face.
Yeah.
But that guy on the mound doesn't even have long sleeves on. But the catcher and the batters do.
Yeah, it looks like it is.
I can't imagine it's warm right by the water. What's the temperature around here, I wonder?
I don't know.
Let's look. I bet it's warmer than 40 and hotter. I mean, hotter than 40 and colder than 70.
64. Whoa, 58.
58.
That's pretty chilly.
It is hotter than 40 and colder than 70.
Good job.
Thanks. Pretty easy to get it right when you can guess that big.
You Hey, show media.
Wow, so Lawrence Butler may have walked, but whoever was up after him struck out.
Damn, that was quick.
Yeah, I know. Acacia has blue heart syndrome.
Oh no. What does that mean?
I mean, she's been mainlining Smurfs.
She's putting blood?
If you grind up a Smurf and shoot it into your veins, it's an amazing high. But it also gives you blue heart syndrome.
Blue heart syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, your heart starts beating in a Morse code pattern that says Smurf. Eventually, it'll kill you. There are easier ways to get a Smurf inside of you. Fibbing hard. Well, you haven't had the experiences I've had, Acacia. You wouldn't know about things like this, but me and Gargamel were pretty tight for a while. And Gargamel may have never succeeded in getting any Smurfs. Well, why do you think that is? Because I was taking them all.
Oh, that's the twist.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We now know the tea.
What's a Tiltle? Good question. What is a Tiltle? A Tiltle. Powell and Hyde Street. San Francisco used to be like really big on its, you used to say like historical quaintness or something, kind of.
Yeah.
But I think it's hard for them to maintain that illusion in such a crime problematic city where, where there's, it's not a great place, right? It's
Well,
not as bad as
yeah.
Oakland, but
No, but it's gonna show. That'll
I mean,
inevitably that ends up if it's not being taken care of. So
yeah.
I mean, not that I know how.
I was just happy to get back up the hill. I come back, you're kind of depressed about the world from watching videos. And it kind of fell away from me once I had driven away from Merced and, out of sight, out of mind, I guess. But yeah, I was happy to get out of there. The world's kind of a depressing place.
God, it makes me feel so naive. Like I really thought that, but but you, it's because of fucking COVID. It's crazy how like the world is just like a world changing event.
I know, it's shocking. The other thing is, there's change shock. It's like, at some point people will get accustomed to a new norm, which will probably be followed by some hope, one would hope, and it'll be followed by some sort of growth period with a, a improving actual spending power rather than a getting worse actual spending power.
Property taxes.
Taking away property taxes would be nice. It would help us, but um,
Teachers are leaving schools.
that's good. Schools just need to just stop it already.
Yeah, this like person who was a teacher and a principal says that like homeschool. Like if you can homeschool.
I don't like the idea of, of like having to jump through certain hoops to be able to keep my kid not go to school, but
That's true.
because it's unavoidable.
What do you feel about like your kid having to get vaccinations? Because like if they don't go to school, they don't technically have to get the
I
vaccination.
don't care about them getting vaccination. I'm assuming that not Rachel, Delilah got all of her vaccinations. I don't really remember, but
Yeah, because she would have to like the measles, mumps.
Oh yeah, well, I wanted her to get vaccinated for everything.
Because she
If
had
there's
to.
an actual vaccine for them,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I would
You're
not.
not.
I'm not anti-vaccine.
Yeah.
I'm very much in favor of
Yeah.
vaccines. Every vaccine that's a vaccine that actually does that thing that vaccines do and works, okay, you know, I'm in favor of it.
Your children should get vaccinated.
Of course, absolutely.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
There's not any good reason to take that thing that they call the COVID vaccine.
I know.
Because that doesn't prevent you from getting COVID.
No, it doesn't at all. Oh, so frustrating.
Talking about Orwellian doublespeak, the way that people still call it that, and people say like, even though the COVID vaccine doesn't prevent COVID, it saved millions of lives.
What?
I know.
Oh my god.
Pure insanity. Pure insanity. But, you know, it's in an atmosphere of pure insanity that exploited people like Porter Churchill Murphy thrive. Did somebody say Porter Churchill Murphy? Hey, how you doing? Times are hard, huh? You know what else is hard? Your nipples. Let me wipe the dust off of them.
So that YouTube that I was watching where it was like no one wears any clothes anymore and men are losing it.
Mm-hmm.
It talks about how Kim Kardashian has a lingerie brand and one of her bras you could get with like basically like nipples, fake nipples. So it looks like your nipples are always hard.
I want to get those. I want to get like the biggest size fake nipples they have. So I got like this huge.
I don't know. No, I don't know if you can pick your nipple size. You should be able to though.
Let me see. I'm gonna see what something that like what size it could be. My nipple like could it be this big? Let's see. If it were more nipple shaped, could that believably be my nipple? That's too big.
That could believably be your nipple. It might be a little bit too big. Is it on your nipple right now?
Yeah.
How does it feel around it? Is there extra skin around your nipple?
Oh no, my nipple's only about the size of a dime.
Okay.
Let me get a diamond check, but I'm pretty sure it's about
that
exactly the size.
Right. Yeah.
Here's a dime.
It fit perfectly.
Right? It's perfect.
My God.
So that's exactly how big my nipple is, including the areola part.
Yeah, a dime exactly.
There's one dime. This is
You
the
could
exact
use that as
size
your.
of my nipple with areola.
It could. This could be your nipple covers.
Right? Yeah, I could. This should be pasties.
Mhm.
I could use 2 dimes as pasties.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. With some pretty small nipples.
Yeah. But they're great. So.
Thanks. Yeah, don't worry. I don't feel nipple shamed.
Good.
I'm proud of my nipples, and that's just gonna have to be okay. Let's go, JJ Blade. It's 7th inning. Today's your day. Bam! Pop up. That's fine.
Right.
It's out of
It's
play.
alright. Yeah. Out of play.
When he swings this next pitch, I'm gonna make the sound effect of a home run in hopes that it'll convince the ball to become a home run. Okay.
Come on.
Oh, you just fouled it off. You probably thought it was a home run from the sound of it, but let's see. Come on, JJ. What sound is this one gonna make? No, it's just a grounder. I guess that's why I made that sound. That's what a ground ball sounds like. Great day for windsurfing, says Dallas Braden. Well, then let's all go
will hit
windsurfing.
a home run and hit someone on
On a windsurf.
windsurfer.
That'd be great. Yeah.
I want him to know that. That's why you want to be able to them to hear you.
Come on, Nick. Let's go. Let's go, North Korea.
You know who won't make a joke about that?
Who?
Jenny.
Yeah, Jenny will make a joke about that.
No. That's
not a joking matter, okay? She's trying to be the professional one around here, okay, guys?
Yeah, he's like a seasoned AIDS player. And a seasoned commentator.
And he makes comments about her shoes.
Well, I don't know about that. That's pretty comfortable with the other person.
Yeah, well, they're definitely not a couple. He has a wife and she has a husband.
Yeah.
I don't think that either of them is remotely interested in each other like that. I think they don't. I think that it's a Dallas is easygoing, you know.
Yeah, he is.
Just trying to do a good job, have fun, but Jenny just kind of brings a certain amount of negativity around.
Ooh.
I just think that if the owner ends up asking Dallas, give me the lowdown, Dallas. I know you don't. I don't want to put you on the spot, but just I'm not asking you to tell me who's better. Just who do you like working with more? What do you think Dallas is gonna say? He's gonna say Chris. Why? Because Jenny just has this slightly snarky kind of to her.
Why does she have that?
Because she's an ENTJ. And, Effie, she hates the fact that she has to Effie and she can't just be dry and full of statistics and stuff.
And wear whatever kind of shoe she wants to.
I don't know. It's hard to say what.
Yeah,
We don't know
yeah,
enough.
that's true.
We don't
If
know
he-
enough
if it's
about
like
it.
the year they stink, like as in they smell, or like.
I mean, I got the feeling that they were either they didn't go with her
Yeah,
outfit.
like
Like
they
for
were.
example, she had on like a business looking suit for her announcer thing in some like neon green sneakers or something, right? Or either that or they weren't suitable for the stairs and stuff, like they were high heels maybe. Or it could be that um, they were expensive shoes and there's a lot of like beer and stuff on the floor.
You're right. There's a multitude.
A number of possible things it could be.
Yeah.
But what I appreciate is both that Dallas was being a straight shooter with an ENTJ woman who's kind of a little bit yeah, and that she told on him, so we all get to find out about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair too.
That's fair.
So good for both of them.
Yeah, good for both of them.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander. We have a lady broadcaster. We're one of the few teams that has one. And frankly, I think, you know, they could have picked a better lady, probably. Because I get it that it's not easy to break into that business, probably, as a lady. I think she has a husband who's a baseball player or something for the Rockies organization. Anywho, I don't even talking so much shit about Jenny Cavanaugh. She's fine, you know. I don't object to her. But I'd be a little annoyed too, where was she?
Yeah.
Because it seems to me that the A's lured her away from Colorado. I don't know how or why, but because she was formerly with Colorado Rockies. My guess is they had her doing less than full time broadcasting. She was maybe a spot replacement broadcaster, or who was only doing radio every other inning or something. Like the Dodgers used to change broadcasters every other inning between the telebroadcast and the radio broadcast. So if you wanted to listen to Ben Scully the whole time, you have to switch from TV to radio to TV to radio. Which yeah, I never wanted to do that. We didn't do that. Ross Porter was the other guy. So it would be like first inning Ben, then Ross, second inning Ben, third inning like that.
I never knew.
Yep. No, I feel like I don't. I feel like I stand too knee lucky. You know. That was my nickname in high school, knee lucky. Where are my glasses? I'll use them to see. Hi, kitty. All right, everybody. Don't worry, I'm here. Reading a report about nipples. Me and my dime nipples. Is Tiffany friends with Firecrotch? I don't think they've met, actually. I don't know what Tiffany would think about Firecrotch. I'll tell you what I think about firecrackers. It's just filthy. What's all that fire? That's just bone resin, Tiffany. A little bit of bone resin goes a long way in terms of annoying you. It's like, oh, well, how is this so clogged? And then, oh, I got a little bit of bone resin on. Yeah. Okay, it's going to be like a black spot there for 6 months now. It's a very powerful substance, one of the most powerful substances known to man. You could glue an elephant to a stork and have that stork fly all the way to the moon using just the stickiness of bone resin. And a very, very powerful stork. Well, all babies are delivered by storks. That includes elephant babies, so there are obviously storks out there that can do the job. Maybe I'm feeling a little bit fussy because I'm a little bit tired. Maybe I'm feeling like a baby tonight. Maybe I'm squealing like your baby. All right. Well, it's still nothing to nothing here in the top of the eighth inning with the Athletics coming to bat at the Giants' home park in San Francisco. Mr. Tyler Rogers takes the mound for the Giants. He's featuring number 71 on his jersey. It's been 21 games this season with a record of 2-1 and an ERA of 1.33. What an interesting delivery he has. He's got a hugely submarine delivery. More submarine than I've seen in ages. Who knows, but ever, maybe. You should see this guy's delivery. I should show you. It's all like all leaned over, like he's throwing a disc golf disc. Let's go, submarine subs. Well, he got one of our guys out with the first pitch. He got the next guy with the next pitch. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Oh, you're doing a great job, Giants pitcher. You could literally not possibly do any better job than that so far. So let's hope that the Athletics can find an avenue of success against this pitcher. Shea Langoliers now at the plate, looks at a strike, just says, well, okay, well, I'm not going to go just 3 pitches, 3 outs. But I also don't want to swing, so. Okay, so Shea Langoliers now he swings, and he gets good contact, puts good wood onto the ball. Unfortunately, it finds the glove of either the shortstop. Yeah, I guess it was the shortstop. Who flips it over to the first baseman, and guess what? No, it was the second baseman. Must have been the second baseman. Flips it over to the first baseman, got the out, and that's the inning. So. Quick inning, As quick as Whittle and Dixie's. You've never whittled Dixie's before. It doesn't take long. Quarter nipples. My nipples are the size of a dime. including all of the areola part. A dime completely and perfectly covers my nipple. Yours aren't even the size of a dime? Well, are they the size of this? How much is that? Do you think that's like half as big as a dime? I think it's nice that nipples can be measured in coins. Somebody's getting in trouble across the street. Meanwhile, I'm here being coquettish on the internet. Yep. Peekaboo. Do you like me playing peekaboo with you? I'm not going clubbing. I'm going clubbing right here at home. I'm watching the athletics. Rachel and I already consumed a most intoxicating elixir. I got these syrups. Each syrup bottle contains 1,000 milligrams. So, Rachel and I each took 20 milligrams. We each took 20 milliliters. There's 60 milliliters in a vial. And 60 milliliters contains 1,000 milligrams of THC. That's rather complicated, so I'll repeat it for those who want to understand what's going on. The vial of syrup contains 60 milliliters of syrup, which contains 1,000 milligrams of THC in total. Rachel and I each took 20 milliliters of the syrup, so that's 2/3 of 1,000 milligrams, which is the devil's number, 666 milligrams. So we each took 333 milligrams. And that's math to grow on. Dropping the butt in the world today takes everything you got. Taking a break from all your hitting sure would help a lot. Dallas is predicting that the Giants batsman, whose name is Yastrzemski, that he is going to try to bunt. But I've seen no sign of bunting from him yet. I'm credulous. No, incredulous? I'm incredulous about that. I'm not just credulous, I'm incredulous. Uh-oh. 2-1 is 3-1 now, the count. Listen, now's not the time to falter, Athletics. It's a 0-0 game. We can't afford to give up any runs. These stinky Giants. Oh, there we go. Nice job, Sterner. I got you on my fantasy team, buddy. Yeah. Why are you meowing at me?
You want me to watch it?
I can pause this. There's a high leverage moment, trouble. Justin Sterner, at the moment, he holds the fate of this game into his sweaty right hand.
Oh, Daddy is right.
Bam!
Nice.
Bam!
Good.
Bam! Nailed his ass. Excellent
Good
job,
job,
Shailene
Shailene
Leaders. I'll believe it when it's not challenged, but it doesn't look like he's saying it should be challenged. I don't know. How about the double play?
Don't worry, we're coming, baby boy.
I have to strike him out, throw him out. Great job, guys. That's the way to deal with one on, nobody out. Well, that's the good of baseball. That's how you win the baseball game. Listen, Trouble, you got the full blast audience now. This is your dream moment. It's your time to shine.
Yeah, it really is.
Here he is, Kitty Cat. He's such a very important cat. Stroke his back, then do not. Otherwise he will get mad a lot. Thanks. He thinks he's Jesus Christ Superstar.
That's a great part for him.
Yeah. He thinks he is.
That is who he thinks he is.
He thinks this is a green screen. So that we can put nature behind him.
Ooh, I see the patch under his... right here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, what the hell's going on with the spots on his legs?
I don't know.
I don't know either. It's WEIRD.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't explain it. Oh, he learns love through pets, through daddy. Yes, he does. And now he lets me pet him, and he's happy about it when he's sitting on Eric's lap. He's getting so much better. He really doesn't swipe much.
Well, it still gives me angry eyes plenty of times, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know. Not usually when he's on my lap. He'll generally let me pet him. But
yeah, like I try to get him in a good mood.
But, like if I stop for a while, when he's falling asleep or something, and I make the mistake of petting him again, then he might give me, sometimes he might give me tired eyes, but sometimes if he's not really that asleep, he'll turn and get the big wide eyes.
Ooh, I hate
You
that.
better
It's so
stop that.
scary. So scary. Jeez.
Finally, they're where they belong. In here watching me eat.
Uh-huh.
Everybody can see how great I am at it. Yes, you're so good at eating. We're very impressed.
Yes, we are. I'm laughing because you're so cute. Yes, you are. Mommy and Daddy love you. And Mommy and Daddy know.
you still get the feeling with this cat that he's just a hair's breadth away from like a wild bobcat.
You said that. He's like, you treat him like he's a bobcat.
Look at him swishing his tail around. It's just so
his ears
predatory.
going back.
Yeah. He's like, what am I going to get?
Yes, we're talking about you.
Because you're a smooth criminal, that's why, Trouble.
Kami said that if we went to a vet, they could check his teeth and they can find out how old he is.
We took him to a vet already.
And I'm not... Would it say how old he is on it?
How would they know? Is that like he's got tree rings?
Yeah, I'm not going through the trouble of putting him through.
We're gonna spend money on some unnecessary vet.
Yeah, hell no. I find it to be unnecessary anyway.
He gave you angry eyes? He gave you angry eyes too? He's obviously starving. This cat eats more food. It's like, seriously, he eats like at least 3 or 4 cats worth of food. 3 or 4 capillos worth of food. Wouldn't you say that for every bag of items, he eats at least 75% of it and she at most 25%?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
He eats so much more than she eats. It's crazy. I'm assuming most of the poops that I clean out of the litter box
Yeah,
are his, you know.
Unfortunately. Whoa.
But I will say this: I think Capito wins the who can vomit the most contest.
Oh.
She's got trouble beat that in that department. She can really vomit up a storm.
You manage not to.
What's this? Go! No! Run harder! Run faster! You gotta make the day your own. How many bricks did you have to flip to afford that ceiling fan? I mean, are you making fun of this ceiling fan? All right, you caught me in a weak spot, okay? You hit me right below the belt.
I'm so sorry.
I hate this ceiling fan. And yes, it's a terrible ceiling fan. Let's just pretend that ceiling fan doesn't exist. Let's look at this ceiling fan. There. That ceiling fan's fine. See, it's got a fan part, it's got a light part. What more do you need? What more do you need than that? Oh, it's only got one speed. So what? Who needs like multiple speeds? Oh, it's only got one light. So what? Why do you need it to be full of a million lights? You don't need that. Nor should you want that. A million lights is too many. Too many by a lot, okay? I'd say it's too many by 999,999 per fixture. This has 3 lights here, plus lights here. I cannot figure out how to get into this thing to replace the light bulbs. Why do I need 4 different light things to occur? Like, you know, 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, and then this one, 4 lights. So why do I need 4 different levels of lighting option from this stupid ceiling fan? And if I do want that much to, control over my amount of light, why not just have it be on a dimmer? I mean, I get it. I like there to be plenty of light, but you know what I think? I think these standing up lights are fine.
Yeah, they are.
I think they do a great job.
They do.
Rachel made a wise choice of lamp.
Thanks.
So they called her the lamp chooser in high school.
I'd like to get a warmer color light bulb for that one.
Yeah, well, you know it's illegal for people to sell incandescent light bulbs?
What?
Did you know that it's illegal for people to sell us incandescent light bulbs?
So like this?
I don't know.
What does incandescent mean?
Incandescent is like a regular old light bulb we used to have.
Really?
Yeah, before LEDs are the alternative to incandescent.
So like they're all the white.
Well, I mean, you can get LEDs that do a better or worse job of imitating nice, warm, incandescent light. But
Wow.
it's like digital light.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Doesn't it feel like just cold digital light?
Yes, I do. That's why I don't put that one on because.
Oh, that's a terrible bulb. Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta change that bulb for sure. That bulb's terrible. Let me see if I can do that. Let's see if I can change the bulb. Let me just demonstrate how terrible this bulb is.
Oh, it's like just.
Okay, once again.
Oh no.
Once again. 9th inning, tie ball game. Who does Kotze put into the game?
Not Mason Miller.
Exactly. Tyler Ferguson. The guy who got shelled
What?
last time we put
Why
in
the
the
hell
situation.
him? your like middle guy, but not your ending.
What's going on with noisy Indian pants over here?
I don't know.
Oh, it's just a guy in a dirt bike.
What?
It's just that guy on a dirt bike.
What?
One of the guys over there, maybe it's one of the boys. Could be an older boy than I saw, or could it be in theory the older boy? But I don't think that I've seen that guy on there. Some other guy. He rides this dirt bike up and down the street. I don't understand why that could possibly be entertaining, but sure is noisy.
I agree. Practical for mountain area.
I don't know, like you're gonna go ride your dirt bike, go ride in the dirt.
Yeah, there's plenty.
And you go riding up and down the street.
Yeah, really. Oh my god, that's so fucking funny.
All right, good job, Tyler Ferguson. That's good. It's one out, nobody on. Jacob Wilson, you need to get out of your slump. I'm gonna have to maybe drop you from my fantasy team. It might have been a flash in the pan. It might have been a flash in the pan.
Well,
On the heels of this slump, nobody's gonna pick you up. If you start getting hot again, I'll be the first to try to re-grab you, maybe.
put TI with the maybe.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Well, we have a one ball two strike count to San Francisco's Matthew Chapman. He's got a mustache and he struck out. I blame his mustache. Ferguson's mustache, clearly a much better mustache. Obviously, he's going to win that battle between two mustachioed players. It makes me think about, of course, what you might call the mustache phenomenon, which is whatever the thing is you're in favor of, you never want somebody in favor arguing on your side for the wrong reasons, or not arguing on your side, but working on your side in some illegitimate fashion. Nobody should feel okay with this notion of useful idiots who do the dirty work or whatever. That's a nice job, Tyler Ferguson. That's a nice job. I'm sorry I doubted you. You know, I was a little swayed by your struggles last time, and maybe you weren't ready for the moment. Maybe Mason Miller could just go out there and throw some gas past people, you know. But we need our hold guy to play his role. What was I talking about before Tyler Ferguson started like that? I'm kind of high right now.
That's good.
Yeah. Very difficult to follow a train of thought, though.
Yeah, it can be.
Don't you walk away from me, said Russell Agent. Okay, I won't. You need 2500K LEDs with the retro look. 5% light, 95% heat. That's what I say and biggity beat. What were you talking about?
For light bulbs, for the one that we have in the corner, maybe.
Yeah, it says might go ransack a shed later for some wire. However, I'm talking about my shed. Um, yeah, that fan looks like it's from the 70s, but it's I think the people put it in were the second people in the house. Why did they put ceiling fans all over the fucking place? Because they love to control their climate in different ways, I guess. I don't want to fight Russell like a real man. I'll instead just run away and hide in my house. No, I'm neither Mindy nor Tiffany's dad. Show media. It's a common misapprehension. It's a reasonable question to ask. Uh, Weird Knees Lady asked me that question.
Oh, she did.
And she said, are you Tiffany's dad?
Oh, it sounds like her.
Yeah.
Oh, Bendy's lady.
No, she didn't say that. She said, Tiffany's dad? No, I'm not Tiffany's dad. And then she said, can you ladle me? And I ladled her.
What does that mean?
I picked her up in the ladle. I gave her a ladle, right?
Oh, that's nice. That's very nice of you.
It's thought it was an appealing way. It's in the 10th inning already. An appealing way to use the word ladle. To ladle some person is an unusual thing.
It is.
Oh, come on, Bullseye. What are you doing?
Oh.
Let's strike it out with the ghost runner on the second in the 10th inning. You got to advance that runner with that first out. That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
A unproductive out. An unproductive out is not what we were looking for there, Blue Day. Today is not your Blue Day. Come on, Kurtz. Today is your day. Oh, it's your time to shine, though. Not to stink,
it's
okay?
your time to shine.
Shine, don't stink. Shine, don't stink. Come on. Oh, it didn't help. I would say that's much closer to stink than shine, but not as bad as, say, I don't know, striking out. Slightly less bad, because it did get the runner over to third. But now 2 outs.
Yeah, which is Wilson's
Okay.
a lot of pressure.
Come on, Jacob Wilson.
Come on,
You're in a
Jacob
big
Wilson.
over slump. It is time to break that slump, break this tie, win the game, make them cry. All right, Jay Willie. You're among MLB's leaders with runners in scoring position.
Is leading.
I don't think he's got nearly as many at bats as Jacob Wilson. It seemed to me he was injured earlier in the year. Maybe not for long. He's also a catcher, so.
That's true.
Oh, good. Good eye. Good eye, Jacob Wilson. He's going to work that walk. That's not the most useful thing at the moment, but, take what the defense gives you, as they say. Better to take the walk than to ground out. He does take the walk.
Yep.
And so Jacob Wilson has decided to use his keen eye to avoid, hitting into an out. It seems to me Jacob Wilson, if he wanted to, he could work a walk most any time. Because he's so good at making contact, foul things off, But he's looking to put the ball in play usually. Okay, Rooker, it's a good way to lay off that first pitch after Jay Wheeler took a 4 pitch walk. No reason to think this pitcher is going to be throwing strikes anytime soon. Make him throw you a strike first. Okay, there he did. Now it's 1-1, and that's fine. Just kick that dirt a little bit, just like you're doing. Grab the bat lovingly, as though it's your own penis and you're going to the bathroom. And swing. Okay, good swing. It was right on my timing. I appreciate that. However, I probably shouldn't have advised you to swing at that one. It was a little bit inside. It might have been called a strike, but it ended up being a strike anyway because it was fouled off. So 1-2. Here we go. Oh, no, he did not. No, he did not. No, he did not. He did not.
I didn't see it.
They said he went around.
Replay it. I didn't see.
Okay, I'll replay it. Went around, schmint around. Okay, here it is.
No, he didn't go around.
That's what I was saying too. I said, no, he did not. No, he did not. And then they said, yes, he did. And I experienced the emotion of indignation and disbelief. What? That's how I do things these days. When and where, since you can't answer my question? My boy? Who are you talking to, me? Mexican Navy? When Mexican Navy ship hit the Brooklyn Bridge during a promotional tour? Is that true? Oh, I'm sure Trump's gonna love that. He's gonna say, in August, that Mexicans can't drive boats. Oh, God. Wait, the Mexicans crashed into the Brooklyn Bridge?
Oh my god, that's terrible. Oh my god, that's an artifact. Wow, that's a big thing to crash into. Holy shit. Wow.
No word on any injuries yet. The Mexican Navy confirms that their ship, Cuauhtémoc, was involved. Cuauhtémoc. He got hit by the Cuauhtémoc, a Mexican Navy ship.
Wow.
No, maybe it's fine. It's probably pretty sturdy.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm assuming Mexican naval vessels are made out of adobe.
Well, I'm gonna take that. Yeah. That'll make me feel good.
Here's Mason Miller. Well, we're still in a tie game.
Come
Okay,
on,
Katse,
Mason
you were
Miller.
right. You were right, Katse. I'm not gonna pretend to be I was right about it when I obviously wasn't. You were right. Ferguson did a good job. And now we have Mason Miller fresh in the 10th, or in the 11th. No, in the bottom of the 10th. All right, let's go, guys. Let's turn on the volume. Extra innings for the Athletics. Exciting times, exciting ways. He's bunting. Fouled off, 0-2. And remember, fans, if you foul off a bunt, that counts as a strike, even if you already have 2 strikes. So, normally, a foul ball, you keep fouling them off forever with 2 strikes. But if you bunt foul with 2 strikes, that's strike 3. Ooh. Good eye, but that was a close pitch. Good pitch, Mason Miller. You did a good job with 0-2 count. Didn't throw him a strike, but he probably should have bitten on that, I think. It was so close. I just throw right past him. 102 is good. However, you're going to need to fit it into that rectangle if possible. Right into the rectangle. It's probably fine for you to go off speed again here before you go with your fastball when it's full count. Oh, you for your fastball again. Now it's full count. Now he's seen that. He's timed that now 2 times. 102. You're going to have to come off speed, I think. But that's not your go-to pitch. So you're going to be tempted to try to throw it right past him at 104 this time, huh? You should listen to Eric.
Always.
Mason Miller, Mason Miller, Mason Miller, Mason Miller, Mason Miller, Mason Miller.
Yeah, when it comes to calls, you should listen to you.
Should have thrown the off-speed pitch there. Let's get a triple play. Why settle for double play? Let's get a triple play.
That'd be great. 1, 2, 3.
There's the bunt. Out to first. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, 1 out, 2 people on base, second and third. But, it's just 1 extra person on base.
Maybe Mason Miller will show his stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's a less likely double play, but double play still in play, potentially. And also, strike out, then there's 2 outs, so there's no more sacrifice in play. Why are you coming out, Cocktail? Pull Miller now.
Yeah, what the heck? He's not like precious.
It's funny watching how the guys are talking, like, so that you can't see their mouths and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay, good.
I wonder what Katse said to him.
I don't know. I wonder too.
Throw the baseball past this guy. Come on, Mason Miller. You can do it. Oh, come on, umpire. You gotta give us that. It's a little outside, but not that much. He called it correctly, his ball, but it would have been nice for him too. Oh, he went. Yes, thank you. If Worker went, he went. That's fair then. Because that's the same as Worker. So, we're going to call it against Worker, call it against him too.
Yeah.
Let's go, Mason Miller. Ha-cha! He bunted foul. And that's 1 and 2 now. He's looking into the dugout. He's nodding. Okay, I'm getting the signs. I know what you want of me. You want me to not bunt, but rather swing away. That's what I'm guessing. You're making piranhas for breakfast? Sounds good. Make sure that you don't put your finger in their mouth. Nice pitch, Mason Miller. Oh, that's 103.
Nice.
Right down his piperoo.
That was so quick.
Bam! Pow! 103. Right down the pipe, a little bit above the belt. And there just no, you're not going to catch up to that one. Intentionally walking him. Alright, well, if you think that's the best play here, you want to go with the next guy, fine. But now, Mason Miller doesn't have any cushion of walkage. Let him naturally throw balls, throw cautiously to that former guy and walk. Don't intentionally walk him in this situation. Because even You know, if you give up 1 or 2 runs, we could theoretically come back from that, but now you got bases loaded. He's got to get this guy out, pretty much. And he just threw a ball. Come on, Mason Miller. Oh, that's a strike. That is a strike. If it were bowling, all of the pins would be knocked over. Come on, Mason Miller. You got this. The count is 1-2. Wilmer Flores at the bat is the batsman. Mason Miller on the mound. Bases full of Giants. Shea Langoliers readies himself to receive the pitch. Mason Miller throws. It's fouled back. 104-mile-per-hour fastball. Right about dick high. You can hear the fans yelling, "Come on, Wilmer Flores. Let's go. Perform well for us." Wilmer Flores lays off that 104-mile-per-hour fastball that's well outside and sends Shea Langoliers lunging to protect the team from a wild pitch.
Thank you, Shea Langoliers.
Good job. Mason Miller pitches, fouled back, 2-2 still to count. Wilmer Flores chewing his gum. Chew, 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 he says. Swinging his bat. Waggling his body back and forth. Looking on, we see Kotze blowing a bubble with his bubble gum. Mason Miller with the pitch. It's an off-speed pitch. And even so, fouled off, and it seems as though Wilmer was a little bit late on it, even though it was the off-speed pitch. Now, let's see what Mason is going to do. He throws, lays off. Flores lays off a ball. Now it's a full count. Mason Miller is going to either have to throw a strike or hope to get Wilmer to offer on something out of the zone, but really, you need to throw a strike. Oh, no, Mason Miller, no. He walked in a run thanks to that intentional walk.
Yeah, thanks to that intentional walk, exactly, because they didn't listen to you.
Yeah, they're pulling Mason Miller. Bro, it's over, that's why. That's it.
Because of what they did. They didn't listen to you.
Boo!
Yeah, boo.
I tell you, I can smell it in the Giants. They're having one of those seasons.
Oh, man.
Like that season that I talk about, right?
Yeah.
This is a magical season for the Giants because they're not expected to do that well this year, right?
Really?
Yeah, they're not. And they got one of the best records in baseball, and they win close games like this.
Wow.
Wah, 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 wah. All right, well that's cause enough to end the stream.
I hear there was something that went into the Brooklyn Bridge.
Oh yeah, Mexican boat.
Yeah, I want to see if there's like pictures.
Let's look on the news. Mexican Navy ship crashes into New York City's Brooklyn Bridge. So this one says a Mexican Navy sailboat.
Oh, ship?
Is it a sailboat?
Navy ship. It's a ship. It wouldn't be a sailboat.
This says Navy ship. This says Navy sailboat.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe the Mexican Navy hasn't
The other one,
discovered.
massive sailing vessel.
Have they not? They don't know about motors or something? Yes.
Caught on camera.
I want to see. Let's look at it. Full coverage. Okay. We'll try this one. Not New York Times. It's behind a paywall. This one. That one. There. Let's see. Uh-oh. At least 22 people have been injured, and 3 remain in serious condition after a tall Mexican Navy training ship crashed into New York City's Brooklyn Bridge, the Mexican Navy says.
Oh, you're right. The bridge was flying. I'm all like expecting this huge ship to like crash into it, but oh, that's really bad. It's just a little boat. It is.
Oh, our boat was too tall. Oh, Mexico. With a big ass flag. Oh no! Who measured this boat?
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
I don't know New York. I was the only one that measured the boat. Nobody told me or Pedro to measure the boat.
Oh my god.
Maybe the Mexico.
I was expecting this huge naval ship, like.
I'm just glad your beach is okay, you know. And we went back and we pick up the mess from the water. But you don't gotta worry about that. Okay, Mexican Navy. Let me get this straight. You were in your naval sailboat, just sailing down the Hudson River, doing Mexican Navy stuff, huh? And your ship, your mighty Mexican sail ship, was too tall for our bridge here. Yeah, we're sorry about that. You know, it's like, it's hard to make a ship not so tall when you have to use sails.
That's the best news, like, all week.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I mean, that people were hurt. That sucks.
Well, what I love is New York City is tight-lipped about what happened, right? They say, yes, we can confirm that we're responding to an incident. That's what New York said. The Mexican Navy says, yeah, it was us. We had a sailing ship and we crashed into the bridge. Oh, that's fantastic. This like, why does the Mexican Navy have a sailboat? They arm their soldiers, the Navy people with bows and arrows too.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, we got the bows and arrows. And we got a sailboat. My brother, he got some donkeys. Mexican Navy sailboats. What in the world? This is like made for hilarious jokes. Oh. Can't you see, like, the Canadian Prime Minister getting a phone call? Hello, hey. Hey, hello. It's me, Pedro, with the Mexican Navy. We want to know if you could let us maybe stay at our sailboat up in your water, because we kind of got in trouble with New York. Do we want the Mexicans sailing their boat up here? Well, I mean, sure, I guess. What kind of boat is it? What kind of boat is it, eh? It's a sailboat.
Go ahead.
Oh? Yeah, it's a sailboat. But the sailboat is taller than it used to be. Well, that's good to hear, I guess. Okay. Go ahead, I guess. If you want to sail your Mexican sailboat in Canadian waters, go for it. Like 2 weeks later. Oh, I'm sorry, we crashed into your Quebec. Our sailboat. I didn't know Mexico even had a navy. Where's Rachel? She's inside. Does Mexico have an air force as well? Well, you know, we have kites. We have kites, and we could tie things to birds. The Mexican Air Force, Navy, and Army get together. And cavalry. The Army people, they have like various misshapen kind of like sword things. The cavalry are all riding donkeys. The armored cavalry is like someone's old car or something. Then we got the Navy with their sailboat, the Air Force with their kites, and the Marines. I guess you know they're using a littler boat. It's basically the Thames the Navy, but just their boat only has one sail. We're trying not to sail after 3 o'clock. We're in time to start drinking, so it's just. What time was it when you crashed into the Brooklyn Bridge? It was a little after 3 o'clock. I'm not gonna lie. That's fantastic. I just love the fact that New York is not telling people anything about what happens, right? Like, we're looking into an incident. Well, what could it be? Do you think? Like, gosh, it could be terrorism. It could be, yeah. because they're choosing to be like they're choosing to deny information to people for no reason, right?
For no reason.
So that's why the BBC is quoting not anybody in New York about the incident, but it said the Mexican Navy. Oh, guess what? They said the incident was being. Oh, I thought it was investigated, or no, it was being investigated. I mean, what's there to investigate? When I come back with my report, it turns out our ship was too tall.
Oh my god. I can see like Trump taking it as a personal attack.
They're trying to destroy our bridges.
Yeah, his yeah.
Well, they didn't do any damage. That's just because they're not good at it. There were 200 people on that sailboat.
That's a lot of people.
Well, you know, not all of us are in the Navy. Like, you know, I wanted to bring my girlfriend Juanita, so she's really on the boat too. Or, you know, she brought her brother or something else. He's sleeping on the bunk up below.
Let's go. Come on.
And then police said, expect heavy traffic and a large presence of emergency vehicles in the surrounding area. I just watched the video of this crash. Yeah, I get it. A few people were injured on the boat, but I mean, really, if you saw that video, it was much more ridiculous mishap than major first responder requiring incident, you know?
Thank you for like clicking on it.
Yeah, I'm glad I did. That was rewarding.
Very, right?
Yeah, boy. That one click paid off in value like so much more than most any click.
So much more than any click.
Yeah, you know, like any old click.
Seriously.
Hi there, DDCC. I can't read your Chinese words because they're not expressed in letters. Mac and cheese, mac and cheese. Who wants mac and cheese? I don't think I want to make mac and cheese again, but I do think I want to make something. What is that something that I want to make? Let's discuss. Rachel, are you hungry?
I could eat.
Okay. What could I make? What is there that I could make that you would eat?
I don't know what we have.
I could make rice
Okay.
and I could do. But one possible thing we could do is we could do chili and rice. We have a can of chili.
Ooh, let's do chili and rice. Yeah, because we don't have much of the teriyaki sauce left.
Well, let's do then this.
Yeah.
Let's put one can of chili with 1 cup of rice. That seems like about a good amount of
Yeah,
chili, but-
it does.
Okay, it's cooking show time. If you don't know what a cooking show is, well, tonight you're going to find out. So, a cooking show is an event like this in which an individual demonstrates how to cook something. I'm going to teach you tonight how to cook something important. Hi, A. Zhang. Because I cook with it. Show me, that's why there's wine there. I'm going to show you how to cook chicken, and chili. Here we go. We're going to start with an important kind of cooking utensil that everybody should have. It's called the pot in the dishwasher. What would you call a pot? Not a cooking utensil, a cooking device? A cooking implement? That'd probably work. Cooking implement?
Sure.
You could say it's a pots and pans, but it's,
Yeah.
it's not a good name for it.
The kitchen implement is what it is. I was trying to think of what it is on the registry, but it would be under pots and pans.
Cookware.
Cookware.
There's a word for
It is.
Okay, good. I found the appropriate cookware. And you can see it here. It's this brown pot. Now, I'm going to pull this drawer out. Here I have a single cup. It's this cup, this amount of space, and this is exactly 1 cup's worth of space. And I will use this to ensure that I pour the correct amount, correct ratio of water to rice. An interesting thing to note that perhaps a lot of times we're going to think about that it doesn't really matter if this cup is a cup as long as I'm measuring everything with the same set of cups. So, if let's say this is actually mismeasured, and so it says 1 cup, but it's actually a cup and a third. Well, we need the same cup for water as for rice, so it doesn't matter. Because the ratio should be the same regardless. Now, how to get water from the cup, from the sink, into the cup, to the pot? Well, best option is this. This is good TE, everybody. Give the rice a little jiggle. Just to, get it ready for action. And we're going to put. And this way I don't have to worry about carefully carrying a full cup of water across the kitchen. Just bring the pot over here to the sink and get an efficiency certificate from the ESTJ Efficiency Academy. Thank you, darling.
You're welcome.
Leave it to the INFJ to provide the applause. And then I'm going to need to do another bit of a jiggle jostle. I'm going to use this implement called salad tongs. Just kind of swish it around. Make sure we don't get any clumpings. I'll leave these out because I want to rinse them off before I put them back in. Now, I'm going to put this on the stove. And then I'm going to wash my hands. Oh, wrong burner. How can I still be doing that? Like, if I live here 100 years, will I still turn the wrong burner?
Possibly.
I'm not confident about which direction is hot even anymore. I told you, when I told you that I was right, and I was confident about it then, but I don't even remember. Get out of here. Little noodle. You gotta be stern with the particulate matter that gets stuck in the drain. Gotta give a stern talking to her else it won't flush down.
Well, it's good to know. I'll use that talking to next time.
Good. Okay. This is not a one pan affair. I mean, it's one pan affair, but not a one pot and pan affair. We've got this pot going. We're just waiting for this to come to a rolling boil. I didn't put the timer on, so it doesn't really matter. I know what it looks like when it's ready to meow. So, we're gonna get out this pan, but then we're gonna really second guess that choice. Because, well, it's fine. I was gonna say, well, we don't really need a pan
You
that
could
big.
use a little saucepan.
You're a little saucepan.
I mean, a sauce thing.
That's fine. Go ahead and do onions. Cut some onions, put them too. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay. Then that is what I shall do. Oh, the strawberries are so red.
Yeah, I'm trying to find ways to eat them.
I was gonna get some cream on the way home.
Oh! We have to get toilet paper.
Okay,
so
we'll go like tomorrow in the morning or what?
Sure, that sounds good.
Okay. Toilet paper and cream. We could. I was thinking, put it on cereal. The strawberries.
Oh, that'd be so good on cereal.
Yeah, my mom used to do that when I was a kid. She'd chop up strawberries, put it on cereal.
A nice treat.
I actually thought it a little too tart. Like,
Oh, really?
it's just because, maybe the cereal was sweet.
Would you rather have just the sweetness there?
No, I was conflicted about it, really, to be honest. I liked it, sort of. It depended how sweet the berries were.
See, I feel like the bowl of frosted flakes with chopped strawberries would be good. Especially the ones that we have now, I think.
Well, I wanted my mom to put sugar on the strawberries as well. But she didn't want to do that.
Well.
You can't get nothing but sugar.
Yes.
She was fretful, worried about my health and stuff.
Aw.
She was a nice mother.
Yeah, she was.
At this point in the movie, this is the point in the movie when there's a ding dong at the door, and they're standing, my mother, looking like she's like 50 years old.
Yeah.
Hello, Eric. And then I said, Mom?
Everyone's missing your expressions. You have to do it over.
And then it goes to the opening credits. So anyway, she says, hello, Eric. And actually,
Needs to be
remember I
turned.
showed that thing right there? Behind you? My mom.
Yes.
Okay. So, now show me. So,
Okay.
it will, me open the door, I'll look at my mom, she'll be wearing that red outfit, right? And I'll look at that thing, and she says, hello, Eric, and I'll say, Mom? And then it goes to the opening credits. Thank you.
It's going to be very confusing.
It's called Mom Came Back from the Dead.
Well, I like the title a lot. It's good any.
I think it's getting on air.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess I would agree with you. Mom Came Back from the Dead is pretty concise. And explains the plot pretty well.
It kind of just states the most obvious thing, right? Which is its own kind of brilliance, but it seems obvious after the fact, I guess, you know.
Are you going to use this? This is probably bad, right?
Yeah, I rarely cook with red wine, so you can
Okay.
toss that. But keep the bottle though.
Okay.
I want to use that for an next tray.
Cigarette. Okay.
We'll throw away the other bottles outside.
Wait, what?
I'll throw away the ashtray bottle that's outside that's full currently and replace it with this one that's empty.
Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I hear you're dominating all the wife prizes in 2025 so far.
Thanks. I heard you're winning all the husband prizes this 2025.
I have been doing a lot of interviews and stuff. How does it feel to be prize winning husband? And I say, it makes me feel like a piece of meat.
I'm so sorry for you.
Yeah. Okay. So what we're doing now is we're cutting this onion. We're going to use this, which is not typically a knife, but a spreader. It's a spreader knife because it cuts quite well. I'm going to give it the old cutaroo from 1 to 2. Then from 2 to 4, open your drawer. 4 to 8, that would be great, but it's going to take me cutting each of them individually. That's premium. Now at this point, well, glad this wasn't on. At this
Me
point,
too.
we need a real knife. So chop, 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 and snip, snip, snip. Here we go. Nosotros a la vía de México. Y we sail on the sea. Sailboat. This is one of the songs they sing
It's so funny.
while they're sailing in the Mexican Navy.
It's so funny, stupid.
Our bodies are tall like the pride of our nation.
Like after it hit the bridge, like there were still people with like the Mexican flag, like celebrating.
But then secretly, you know, back in Mexico City, the president of Mexico receives a phone call. Well, how did the attack on America go? It didn't go so good, I gotta tell you. The bridge is a lot stronger than it looks.
Like 200 people on that boat.
200 people on that boat. Well, we could have fit like 200 or 300 more people, maybe. The way I tried, you know. Oh, it's roomy. I only had like 4 people in my room.
Oh.
I mean, you and I both, well, you and I had different reactions. We both reacted to the fact that it was a sailboat. Like, you was like, no, it's not a sailboat, right?
Yeah, because I was like, because one said it was like a
Because
Navy boat or
it
something.
was a Navy boat, but like, what Navy has sailboats, right?
Yeah.
Well, mine would be a sailboat.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of in disbelief.
And I was like, wait, it's a sailboat?
Yeah, then it was indeed a sailboat.
Because we use the land.
But it was
So they
fucking
can move around.
200 people on it though.
Yeah, 200 people. It was a very festive boat. You know, a big Mexican flag. Can you see that big flag? Viva Mexico. Sorry about your bridge. More like you should be sorry about our boat.
Oh
You
my
don't
God.
bark our boat, really, if you think about it.
Oh.
Oh, hilarious.
Hilarious indeed.
Oh.
Oh.
Alright, is this already going now? Ah, I got the wrong one again. So, once again, I used the maximum number of turns possible to get 2 burners going.
Oh.
Well, I guess I could try all of these ones before going to that one, but practically, I can only get front or back wrong, right? So, I got it wrong on both of them. So, why is it organized like this?
What?
There must be something like makes me think it should be meow when it's actually meow. Like look, hold on a second. Look at this. You can see why, right? This one, I gotta show all
Oh,
the
I
people.
see.
Look at this. How ridiculous is this? This one, the front burner is the right one. This one, the front burner is the left one. And this one don't have no front burner.
Oh, well.
Thanks. I think I will put some of this white wine in with the onions and butter. Just to facilitate the sweating process for the onions.
Very French.
Yes. I'm Carlson Hughes.
Does Carlson Hughes know a lot about French stuff or wine or cooking?
I do. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. We're putting wine in the onions, yes. Okay, Carl. Clarson Hughes.
Clarson Hughes.
You gotta remember his name. Clarson's a pretty good name for like a made up boy's name.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there is anybody named Clarson, is there? I don't think there's a lot of Carsons, probably.
Yeah.
A lot of Clarks. But how many Clarsons? Probably not a lot of Clarks. Some Clarks. Not a name you really encounter very much. Clark. You ever know a Clark? I don't think I have either.
I knew someone in elementary school whose name is Ryan Clark.
Last name doesn't count.
Yeah.
I'm talking first name like
No.
Clark Johnson.
Nope.
Well, about time we find somebody and change their name to Clark.
Sounds good. That rice smells so good. Or whatever's cooking smells so good.
Thanks, Barry.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna clean this bowl out real good so it don't get slimy and dirty.
Thank you for doing that. I should have done that before. I didn't even notice it.
Oh, it's fine. I change it like every, well, I'm sure once a day. Maybe occasionally I might skip a day, but
I changed it this morning. I just didn't
I know, I have to change it often because trouble. I think just like spits in it and it gets
I
all
know,
gross.
it gets a little SI polar.
Like sometimes you go to the water and there's like bits of food and stuff in there. You know
Uh-huh.
Pepito doesn't do that.
No,
No
she
way.
wants the water to be extra clean and
Oh, yeah.
nice.
She tries to kind of cue me, I think, to change the water when she comes up here, but I'm not entirely sure if that's what she's doing.
Yeah, I usually do when she does that.
I think she just kind of likes being up here, though, too.
That's probably true also.
Alright, you onions. I'm gonna do something wild and adventurous, but still responsible. I'm gonna, quote unquote, brulee these onions a little bit. I'm gonna speed up the cooking process for like 30 seconds or so.
You just look like a man who works with fire for a long time.
Cook like the wind, little onions.
Like the wind?
Yes, I want them to cook like the wind.
Oh, cook like the wind. Yeah, me too.
Just season this too much because there's gonna be seasoning on the chili, but I don't want to just put a dash of.
I could always go for salt.
Salt's good. Salt works. Pretty good amount of salt. Hey, salty. There we go. Got some salt in there.
I wasn't even thinking of salt for the onions.
What are you thinking of for?
For the chili.
Well, the chili's gonna go in with the onions
Ah.
into this pan. So they're in it in the same place. They're gonna, before I put the chili in, just because I have one of these in the can, I'm gonna put a bay leaf in here and let that. And what you're gonna get is a lot of the aromatic oils from the bay leaf are released by the heat and can infuse your food with this wonderful flavor and smell. We call them bay leaves because they were found for the first time by a girl named Bailey.
Beautiful story.
Yeah. And I put bay leaves in my food in honor of Bailey and her amazing legacy. She was such a strong woman.
It's good to know. She was such a strong woman. Did she make money off of the bay leaf industry?
You know, she should have. She should have had a substantial cut of that $100 million Bailey fortune. But instead, she was cut out of the whole thing. Because why? Because she was a woman. So she's one of my heroes.
I don't like that. What is this strawberries are so red. I'm gonna have some now. You think they're fine to eat just now, like
Yeah,
as is?
I think we should wash them.
Okay.
I can wash them, or you can just put them in this thing. Yeah, it's that like, I don't know, however you want in here. And I'll cut off the ends and stuff over here. So there, you just wash it right off. So they never seem to actually, or at least Kay did, seem to appreciate strawberries.
That's so great. I could see her enjoying them.
Then, I tell the story, I got too many strawberries in her set. There was no possible reason I could eat 6 boxes of these things.
What would you say?
She said, oh, we love to have these strawberries.
Oh.
I think that there's a perhaps better than average chance of them getting eaten because they smell strawberry. I think that's ultimately one of the triggers for why I got them is because it smelled like strawberries. Where I bought them.
Did it?
Yeah. Don't those strawberries smell a lot anyway?
What?
Don't you think those smell a lot like strawberries?
Around Merced?
No, don't you think those strawberries smell a lot like strawberries?
Oh, I didn't notice.
Maybe the smell went down in the fridge, I don't know, it's possible.
I don't know, my nose might just be blind to it. I don't smell them.
More likely it's the temperature has to do with it, so they were probably, also they were stacked with other stacks of boxes of strawberries, so. Anyway, smelled like strawberries.
That's nice. Strawberries a nice scent.
Yeah, better than dog shit.
Way better.
Those are the two things I had a choice to smell. They said, alright, so you got a choice, sir. You can smell either the strawberries or this other choice. And I looked and I said, oh, I'll take the strawberries.
Can I have a bowl, please?
You can have a bowl. Which size bowl would you like? Small, medium, large?
How many? Medium.
Voila.
Thank you.
Are these the ones you want to, are those ones you want to eat? I'll cut all the greens off of all those.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I'll prep them for you right now.
Oh, thanks.
I'll cut off all the bad parts of them. How do you do it? Where's your bowl? I have your bowl. You want sugar on this?
Yes, please.
Is the sugar in the fridge?
Well, that's a good question.
Can you look?
Sure.
Or look up there maybe. The other possible place over there.
I'll look in the fridge first. Huh. Doesn't appear to be.
If we don't have any sugar, then we do have some
Wait.
honey.
We do have sugar.
Okay.
Powdered sugar. We have pure cream cane granulated sugar. That's what we're looking for, right?
Probably a little bit of both would be good. If we have powdered sugar.
Yeah, we do.
Wonderful. We'll do both. You need the granulated for the actual sweetness. I don't need 2 full boxes of sugar.
Oh.
So either is, well, both these brand full.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's open the smaller one. Why open the smaller one? Nobody knows. Okay.
Oh, wait. We actually have some.
There's 2 unopened boxes plus an open box.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, thanks.
You're welcome. Nice job. You're doing fantastic with the strawberries, too.
Thank you. Okay. Now, stir these. Yeah, this is getting nice and brown. They're getting browned like Foxy. Okay. With those things done in that fashion, we shall next apply the sugar to the strawberries. We're gonna do that. There's a convenient leak here that we'll use to sugar them up a bit without sugaring them up too much. Okay, so I'm going to need a clean tool. Go with this, it's fine. Just kind of stir these around a bit. Add a little bit more sugar. Okay. Then I'd suggest you put a little dash of milk on this.
I'll leave you in charge of that.
Okay.
What day is today?
Oh,
it's so good.
17th, 18th.
Spilling out.
I was trying to avoid getting too much into the bowl and it ended up pouring it out of the bowl instead.
Oh, I'm
But that's
sorry.
fine. It was just kind of, I thought I was gonna like splash less out of it than I did, and I pulled it away from the bowl. Anyway, there you go. There's your bowl of strawberries and milk. I'll have a couple of those too.
Hey. Mmm. Mmm.
They're good?
Yes.
That's good. Want to get a
A little
fork?
tart.
A little tart? No,
Little.
where's the powdered sugar?
We do have brown sugar.
Oh, I said powdered sugar.
Oh, powdered sugar? Yeah, that's fair.
But it is now?
It is. It's
That's brown sugar. These are both granulated. That's
they're
granulated.
both? How is that possible? No. That one's the powdered.
You're right. I was wrong. Once again, I doubt you and I'm wrong.
It's okay.
I'm not really doubting you. I just thought they were both, because they have the same
They
color
look the
box.
same.
Right
I know. It's okay. It's alright. You're TI. Right?
Yes, I am, darling. You got that right. Alright. Yeah, too much brownie. That's fine.
They're
That's
still
fine.
so fresh and good. Like, can't remember the last time I had strawberries. It's a nice treat.
The year was 1982. You were minus 3 years old. Okay, there's the chili. Put a little powdered sugar on there with the scissors, which are not to be found. Let's use a knife. The technique, and then first by the piao onions, cutting and or slicing open this bag. Do a little stir over here.
You want me to get the powdered sugar?
Oh, I got it. And then we're going to just apply liberally.
Ooh la la.
Powdered sugar is not as sweet as regular sugar, so.
It's not.
Okay, there. Good. Should go well with rice.
Mmm. Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna throw these berry tops down the hill and some squirrel gutters.
I 11 and Gigi. Oh, you have to have some of the strawberries.
Oh, I shall. It's like first one was one more sweet than the second one, but the second one still tasted ripe, you know? Even though it was tart, a little more tart. The year was 1967. I was just a teenage boy in New York. What was I to know about jazz? Okay. Now let me move this here. Move this here. Put it back here. Good job. Put it away and we. Okay, next I have to. Don't need this knife anymore. I'll clean this in a little bit. This I'm gonna need to scoop things out. But really, what I need is rice scooper. Always in demand. Is it in there? Is it clean by any chance? I think this is clean, right?
Hmm?
Yeah, it's clean.
It is, yeah.
Come here, rice scooper. You can't evade my clutches forever.
I'll clean it up tomorrow. That's my goal.
Right? I like to say anything sometimes too. I don't like to say it. I mean, sometimes I do say anything, but it correlates weekly to the actual doing of things. This looks like you've been blotting your lipstick on it.
Yeah.
A little bit of pinking. What they call pinking of the cutting board.
There's been pinking of the cutting board.
Should be fine.
Yeah.
Over here. Yeah. And next we're going to not really need these anymore. We're going to need this. I am going to need these. Just going to go back in the cupboard. Bailey can go in the trash along with Mia and Mia. This needs to be returned to Mia. And these go into the trash can. Next, we're going to get 2 plates.
I recommend a bowl.
You want a bowl?
Yeah, just it's easier for me to hold. You don't have to.
I know I don't have to. I am well aware of that. I am swayed by the preferability of the bowl. You made me take a second thought at my grabbing of the plate. And I said, you know what? This time, I'm going to trust what Rachel knows. And that says bowl. That's not really what I said myself. I just thought, oh, well, that makes sense because we're going to just mix these together. This bowl's not that big. You want that size bowl? The deeper one?
You can. I'm thinking I was thinking the 2 on the left. Yeah.
These bowls, I think, are too small.
Too small?
Well, they're probably not too small. They're going to be a little bit small. Let's see if there's another one of these bowls in there.
There are. We only have 2.
Well,
Alright, plate it is.
I think plate's better than this.
Yeah, it is. If we had 2 of these bowls.
Alright, we could transfer the strawberries into this.
Okay.
And I can wash that bowl. And then we'll have the dream bowl arrangement.
Sounds good.
Milk and sugar make your berries so sweet. Sounds like a good name for a Motown song.
What are the lyrics?
Milk and sugar make your berries so sweet.
Yes, they do. They're good. Those are good lyrics.
Well, I'm glad you think so because I've changed my career path. I'm going to become a Motown singer. Alright. Before I become a Motown singer, oh my gosh, Rachel, I did not ever notice this. Did you know that our spatula is not just any spatula, any orange spatula? You know that we have a particular brand of orange spatula? Let's play Newlywed Game. What is our brand of orange spatula?
Rachel Ray.
Oh, you knew that. I had no idea until this moment.
Really?
Yeah, the first time I noticed it. Maybe I haven't used it with my glasses on that often. That might have something to do with it, but I could see it. Well,
It's
enough
not
without my
spelled the
glasses.
same way as mine.
No, I that's got an extra A in it.
Yeah, but yeah, it is a Rachel Ray.
But I didn't even know we had this branded spatula.
Wow, yeah, I've known since Arcadia.
Huh. Wow.
Yeah.
Somebody just didn't know this, I guess.
Happens.
Is there anything you can think of that you noticed, like, late to, from living here? Like, oh, I didn't know we had a yeah right there.
Well,
I think of another one. We just realized that the trash compactor worked.
yeah, that's the biggest one. The small one is I didn't know that there was a hook that was high enough for your headband. Like,
Oh, that hook up there.
yeah.
I guess your eyes don't look higher than you're gonna be able to reach. Probably.
Yeah, I wouldn't really think to look up there.
Put a hook up there. Okay, this is like a meal I used to eat at home with my parents when I was a kid, or maybe sometimes when I come back for dinner. Chili and rice. I don't know if my dad ever made chili and rice when he lived with us, but it's something we used to have fairly often. You know, it's cheap, filling food.
Yeah. It's not lasagna. It's chili and rice. I'm excited for it. I haven't had chili in a while. And I love your rice.
Okay. Now we're going to use the same tool to scoop this on top of the rice. This is a mix of beans, meats, and vegetables colloquially known as chili. Of course, that's colloquial to Americans that are not Mexican. Because Mexicans, when they say the word chili, they're referring to like tapatio or
I feel like I'm good.
chulala. Chulala? What's that one called?
Take this.
Yeah, sure. Take away. I'll add a little bit more to mine. But I'm probably good too, actually. I'll save this last bit for if I feel like it later.
Do you want a fork or a spoon?
I would like a spoon. Yes, please. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you have a drink?
Emotionally, I feel like I do, but I see no evidence of having one.
Okay.
But we can say for sure that I do have a drink emotionally.
Oof. It's like, how can I trust your feelings?
Right.
But I know I said I feel like this and that a lot.
Do you?
I do.
I haven't noticed it. I do tend to notice verbal habits, but you have that, well, I think you'd call it invisibility maybe, which is to say, because of your FE tool, there's not much about you that sticks out. You kind of ascribe to the sticky out nail gets hammered down theory of proactive self-defense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, describe it again. I'm sorry.
The nail that sticks out gets hammered down.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Right. So what I'm saying is, accordingly, you are unlikely to incur the bad impression that you maybe sometimes think you might be incurring or doing. You know?
Oh, yeah, of course I'm always.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Of course, darling. This is just like couples in the movies. Standing in the kitchen eating chili and rice. It's like we're in a Woody Allen movie without all the predatory stuff.
Yeah, and minus lobsters.
Yeah. Well, you do like lobsters, but we don't.
But I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I wouldn't want to actually have it. I don't like to think about how they're.
Yeah, I know. I feel similar. I don't like to distance myself from the death of whatever animal they eat.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks that I get it, and that's probably what happens. For good ones, I'm guessing.
You finish all strawberries?
You want them?
Not right now. Maybe after I'm done, have a couple for dessert. We're going to the living room. Those Oakland Athletics.
They've gone up against top teams.
Yeah, but apparently someone forgot to tell them not to stink.
Yeah, really.
How many runs did we get today? I can count them on 0 hands. That's how many runs we got today.
Oh my god.
I can count the number of runs the Athletics got on 0 hands.
Wow.
That's telling you something. Not even one finger's worth of runs. I gotta say, investigation is ongoing. You know, what is there to investigate?
I don't know.
Where did I leave my field? There it is, over there. Okay, so apparently my feelings were not to be trusted, as it appears that I do not have a drink.
What would you like?
I'll get mine. I wasn't asking you to get anything for me. Oh, this is maybe what I had the taste of it after this bit of coffee. I do have a little bit of coffee here. It's delicious too.
Oh, good.
One of those times where I actually prefer cold is when I'm having something kind of that has a little bit of spice to it. I didn't add any of that spice, but this
Mm.
chili is spicy-ish kind of
It is.
as it came. Well, if nobody spoils the excitement for us, we can watch this game without knowing what's happened.
Hmm.
And we can see if Winnipeg can carry the day. We can even do it at 1.5 speed. Mm. This tastes different than the chili my parents make. I think it was mostly my dad who made the chili.
Hmm.
But looks the same. Like this look, well, you don't mix yours together, but this is the classic chili and rice look.
It's just classic culination. I gotta eat it that way.
You don't have to, though. It seems to me, it's just my opinion, that you can do a better job of getting your rice to chili proportions even if you mix it than if you try to scoop equal amounts of
Oh
it.
yeah, you're right. 100%.
I trouble. Of course, you might not prioritize that. Maybe you want to eat more of meow first and then save meow for later. I didn't mean to impose an implicit frame on you that suggested otherwise.
No, you shared your opinion and I just heard you.
Thank you for hearing me. I feel heard.
Trust your chili and rice.
I should make sensational videos like that lady. So things like,
Hmm?
let's say things like, women are showing their what? Men are can't stop looking or something.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know if you've heard, but there are women out there who are showing their breasts, or almost all of their breasts, okay? Sometimes there's covering a little bit of them, but almost all their breasts in places that are totally inappropriate. I'm talking about not just like, yes, malls, sure, but grocery stores and even fire stations. A lot of these girls that are seen going in and out of fire stations. Is there no ground that is still sacred? Another reference like, there are women out there showing almost their entire breasts. And I say, you can see an example here. I put up a picture of some lady who's like in a bikini or something, without showing where she is, right? And I'll say, well, but dressed like this, showing up in malls all across America and in public parks and everywhere. I'll show this lady who's from like a festival at a park in a bikini top going like this or whatever. How they would get a lot of views.
Yeah, it would.
But there was really an epidemic of this problem. Well, there's an epidemic of people who are willing to watch this video, I think. You gotta walk a careful line, I think, if you want to be too showing pictures of titties, you know.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, like TikTok is really loose with their restrictions on like how much titty is shown. It's like inappropriate.
Okay, so I got this letter from TikTok saying I was in trouble because I was showing more than 95% of my titty. But these are my titties, and it was spring break. Alright, I'm going to wrap up the live stream. Everybody still here? Have a pleasant evening. If you're not still here, well, then you won't hear this part. I wish you all the best, including both pleasant dreams and pleasant waking moments. And I think I speak for Rachel when I say Rachel also wishes you all the best. She may not actually, but I'm going to posit that it's more likely that she does than to wish you ill. Kitty, you don't want this, it's too spicy. Peace out, and don't get to eat plenty of cheese.